All right, so what does all this have to do with the United States? Well, everything. Remember that from the point of view of the current Russian government, everything is about the ability to keep pumping and shipping oil, right? Resource extraction and that particularly polluting activity, that fundamental economic activity that now we know is literally cooking our planet and condemning millions of human beings to lives of increasing misery and to death. That is the basis of the Russian economy and the Russian state. Being able to continue that activity is the main preoccupation of the current Russian government. Having a democracy in Ukraine right next door would be detrimental to that effort, right? What the current Russian government wants is to have Ukraine as another friendly land of autocracy and of oligarchs, right? So that's why Russia helped to put down peaceful democratic revolutions in Ukraine in 2004, in 2014 and 15. That's in large part why Russia has attempted over and over to destabilize governments in the European Union, to weaken NATO. It's why they have funded far-right movements in various Western European countries. It's why they funded and assisted in a cyber campaign, the Brexit campaign in the United Kingdom that resulted in the UK leaving the European Union, weakening the European Union, keeping Ukraine out of the European Union and NATO, weakening NATO, the North Atlantic Treaty Organization, this umbrella group that provides collective security for Western Europe and right up onto Russia's borders now. These are all existential questions for the current Russian government. One of the important actors in helping to keep Ukraine an oligarch's paradise and client state of Russia is a corrupt political consultant from the United States named Paul Manafort. You may also remember him as the campaign manager in 2015, 2016 for a certain Donald Trump. Remember that all of this is part of why the government of Russia, and in particular, it was Mr. Prigozhin and the Wagner Group that directed the cyber war that Russia committed against the United States in the election of 2016. When Prigozhin bought data from Facebook so that he could manipulate the voters, scare enough voters, and tip elections in just a few U.S. states, in Wisconsin and Pennsylvania and Michigan, to give Mr. Trump just enough to win in the Electoral College. And to everybody's surprise, including Mr. Putin, I think, and including Mr. Trump, they won the presidency of the United States in 2016. Don't forget, it was over Ukraine. It was about blocking U.S. military assistance to Ukraine's new government, new democratically elected and pro-European, pro-EU, pro-NATO government. It's about blocking military assistance to Ukraine that Mr. Trump was impeached and, of course, acquitted the first time around. It was Mr. Trump helping to clear the way for Mr. Putin to take over Ukraine. So the political crisis in the United States in the last number of years is intimately connected with Russia's imperial ambitions in Ukraine. it's not a coincidence that the oil barons in Russia made such a convenient alliance with those in the United States who deny the reality of global warming. Those who deny global warming, to paraphrase Timothy Snyder, and who seek public office, are telling you three things. They're telling you that they will lie about anything. They're telling you that they do not care about you and your children and grandchildren. And they're telling you that they are the creatures of the hydrocarbon oligarchs. It is oil money that makes them talk and nothing else. So how again does this relate to Niger and Western Africa and the Sahel region? It's oil that has devastated the Sahel. Not oil that they are burning, right? It's the coal and oil and natural gas that we are burning, that Europeans are burning, that has so devastated the Sahel region. You see, every part of this planet is connected to every other part. Of course, ecologically, but also politically and economically and in the realm of ideas. And I think teasing out these connections, making clear these connections, can go a long way to helping us to combat the fire hose of overwhelming news, right? To be able to cut through so much noise and see the big patterns and to see the things that are truly important.